Right, we're recording.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. It's Monday, the 30th of March, 2026. This is a meeting of the Executive Cabinet Member for Adults and Community Housing. We've got a few things to discuss today. Any apologies for noting, Vicky?
No, I've not received any.
Fab. Okay, so with that, the first report circulated is the monitoring of Executive Cabinet Member decisions. Do any members on the call wish to comment or ask any questions on that report? Don't see any hands, so that's just, Councillor Morgan.
Thanks, Sean. It's just the Health Watch one that's obviously due 1st of April. Is it on track to, has it been sorted out, Rachel?
Yes.
It has. Thank you, Christian. Thank you. Thanks, Sean.
No problem, no problem. Okay, good stuff. Moving on then. So that report is noted, Vicky, if that is what is required. The next one is the strategic budget report for the Adult Services Department. Over to you, Lisa.
Thank you very much, Chair. Papers in front of you is for the Adult Services Department 26-27 budgets in the normal format of previous years, where you'll have the narrative in the beginning of the report and then the figures in the appendix. The members are asked to note the proposed revenue budget of 129 million and approve the identified savings and efficiencies within the report. If I can just take members down through to the savings, which is 3.7, you'll note that this saving was identified 25-27 as part of the 2-year programme, and this report wants to realise the 2.5 million which was profiled. And I'm happy to take any more questions or comments, Chair.
Thanks, Lisa. From me, just an observation, something that's welcome is that the budget increase that's reflected in this report shows that money that has previously been one-off grants that we've not had certainty over is something that's now been mainstreamed as part of the local government settlement that we receive. So that's very positive because it gives us the opportunity to plan more effectively rather than being uncertain about whether that money is going to follow again the following year. It often did, but still not being part of the main budget. There was always a question mark there that has been removed, so that's good.
Thank you.
Any other comments or questions from members? Okay, no hands on that one. Fine, so that's noted. Vicky, that can be recorded as noted, and we can move on. Very similar thing for the housing and community safety budget now. Lisa.
Thank you very much, Chair. So in the usual way that we put forward the 26-27 budgets, we're asking Exec Cabinet members to note the proposed budget, note the available capital, but in this particular report, we're asking to approve the proposed fees and charges that are in the appendix. If I could take members through, you'll see that in section 2, the budget goes from £3 million to £4 million. And again, very similar to what Councillor Fielding was saying before, we have had some monies as part of the fair funding that have moved into our budget as part of the grants rolled into settlement. There are no savings and efficiencies in this particular report because they're all profiled for the previous year, and it's section 4 talks about the fees and charges that are in Appendix B, and I'm happy to take any questions or comments, Chair.
Thanks, Lisa. I'll throw it open to members on the call. No hands on that. Yeah, again, same point really. Very welcome that the money has been mainstreamed and is now part of our base budget for this department rather than being grants that could have been quite unpredictable. So positive move there. I'm happy with the fees and charges and happy to note the budget position set out in the report. So Vicky, that report can be recorded as noted by me.
Thank you very much, Chair.
Thanks, Lisa. So finally, the Housing Options and Advice Group Services fixed term to permanent contracts. Mark, you got to talk on this one.
Hi, Chair. Wendy Eckersley, our service manager for Housing Options, is going to talk us through it as the author of the report. I'm here to answer any questions with her.
Thanks. Wendy, over to you.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, councillors. The report was circulated seeking approval to transition a number of fixed term posts to permanent contracts within the Housing Options and Advice Group service. At present, we've got 25 staff on annually renewable contracts as a result of single-year grant settlements for housing services from the government for a number of years. This year, the government has confirmed a multi-year settlement, which has provided an opportunity for us to address this. We feel this is important as staff have fed back through our continual improvement staff engagement sessions that such short-term contracts affect their domestic circumstances, which also then affects our ability to recruit and retain staff. All the roles delivered on the core business of the housing services in support of the council delivering its statutory duties. As detailed in section 4.1 of the report, there is no financial impact to this decision and it's cost neutral. HR advice also confirms in section 4.3 that there are no HR implications outside of a change of their contract status. The options available to executive members are option 1, approve all staff shown in the appendix to be transferred from fixed term contracts to permanent. This is at no greater financial cost or risk, but will provide security to staff and demonstrate that they are valued, whilst mitigating loss of experienced staff to similar roles in other authorities. Option 2, do not approve the transition of the fixed term contracts and maintain the roles as annual and extendable contracts. This creates no financial risk reduction, but does increase the risk of hire and staff turnover. The loss of knowledge and experience would be detrimental to the positive interventions and support that housing options and advice services provide. The recommendation, therefore, to the executive member is to approve option 1, and I welcome any questions.
Thanks, Wendy. That was comprehensive. Does any members have any questions or comments on this report? No, I can't see anybody indicating. From me, though, I completely support making people permanent. I think that putting people on rolling contracts is not a great way to treat people. And you're right that there are very similar jobs elsewhere that people just go and get where they can get a permanent contract if they can. And I'm sure we've probably seen that. So giving people stability so they can get things like mortgages is definitely something that I'd prefer to do. And I'm glad we've been able to do it. So I support the recommendations and yeah, please get those people on permanent contracts. So Vicky, don't know what the terminology is, but happy to agree the recommendation, option 1 in that report.
Brilliant,
Thank you.
Fab. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. That concludes all the business that we were here to discuss today. So I'll see some of you at Cabinet this afternoon.
Okay.
Take care now. Bye.
Thank you.
Chair.